me see. Camera is crooked. There we go. I'm talking to myself.
Sounds like it.
Oh my God. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? I'm sorry. I just did this. I was supposed to start at noon, 20 minutes late because I spent 10 minutes on a private video getting a complex, thinking nobody's coming to my live. I need to figure out what I'm doing before I try to go live, right? Don't mind the mess on my desk. I can't get my webcam to zoom in. So hurry back home. We got home in time, got the frozen and the dairy put to, and the cold items put away, everything else sitting on my counters to put away after this because I said I was going live at noon. And then and then to start the morning off, I got up, had my coffee, told my husband, so let's go to the post office. I've got a package there that has postage due. We drive to the post office. Post office closed. It's Veterans Day. Yeah, I did that. And then we went to Aldi's for some water and a few things. And yeah, I came out with a cartload of stuff. So, but it's all stuff we'll use. And now I need a drink. So I wish I could get that camera to zoom, and I don't know why it's not. It's just crazy. So this was just laying here so you didn't have to look at a blank screen because, yeah, with all that, I'm running a little late. I was asked by some friends to do my tutorial live to craft with them. And let me figure out how to share this whatever it's called.
Momentous occasion.
No, I just came on. I've had a morning. Let me tell you, I've been trying to figure out how to share this, and I did a whole private video again. I'm like, where are all my peoples? It was crazy. My desk, I can't get my camera to zoom, so you're seeing all the junk, but it is what it is. So how is Erin today? Yeah. In that chat, the link to the private live. I'm like, oh my God. Now you just seen my old ugly gray and black hair. So anywho, this is not the papers. I don't think I need to print some paper. But so do you have a file folder? Rebecca, we're making a folder that you for Happy Meal. So I did the video tutorial of it, but so oh no, I felt like crap all day yesterday, so I understand. It's still a headache. Trying to loosen these up. I'm going to try to make a tutorial using these because I feel bad just throwing them in the trash. It's a mental thing. I'm beginning to think this is a no-go. Is the screen clear at all? Because my internet and me, it's went out a couple times in the last 24 hours. Oh, goodness. Vertigo. No, that's a nasty, awful word. And so's the cough. It's pixelated. So this might be a no-go. Or just a chat session. Because I don't want you guys to try to make something you can't see what I'm doing. Let me see. Let's pull it up on my phone here. That's no good internet. I love to go live, but I feel bad because y'all can't see everything I'm doing. Only when I move. So that's the problem when you try and do a craft tutorial. You have to, you kind of have to move to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. This one is like super glued. Do you get medicine for your vertigo, Erin? Or do you just kind of have to ride it out? Oh, find a pair of pliers. Probably from all that laughter we had on your live the other day. Meclizine for mine. It helps. Got it. Okay. Now I need my scoreboard. Yeah, I've had to do that before, but I didn't want to take these pieces apart. So I'm going to try to move slow, girls. It's the right scoring tool here. I've only got 3 of them. One's got a fatter end than the other. Okay. So to do this, you need the scoreboard and the file folder. And you're going to score. I'm going to score at 5 3/4 this time. See what that does for us. Oh, yeah. I can't sew with it that way, though. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing it at 6 out of habit. Okay. And fold that. Bone folder. I want to use the metal pieces, these, and fold them kind of like this to make a refillable notepad out of scraps. What do you think? I just haven't figured out the ins and outs of it yet. But I will. Okay. Creased that at 6. Scored that. That's. And then you're going to lay it down with the open end towards you. And you're going to score it at 8 3/4. Well, that's the problem. Where I live at, recycling isn't a thing. They don't I mean, it is a thing, but in the town, but they don't recycle per se where I live at. In town, you get the little recycling bins. Out here in the country, you don't. Because I would love to be able to recycle my plastics and stuff. It should be required everywhere, I think. It really should. Because it just a lot of trash. A lot of trash gets thrown into landfills. Okay, so now that we got that all scored, we're going to cut it. I'm in West Virginia, so they don't have as many, what's the word I'm looking for? They have the recycling, but there's so much country and wide open spaces. Yeah, they don't get to the country very much to do that, but in the main towns they do. All right, I see Johnny's going live with a sale. 30 minutes. I just spent enough at the grocery store. I'm not buying anything. I even went to all of these. Well, frankly, I think the U.S. needs to do a better job on recycling, but who am I? Okay. So now we have our cuts. So you have 3 places. Hi, Deb. And we are going to mat this, cover it with our pretty papers. And let me print some of them here real quick. Because like I said, I'm behind. Story of my life lately. Go to Dropbox. And I want to go to garden trellis. No, that's not it. I have so many of that it's crazy. I have to go back and look to see what it was that I used. Okay. It's lunchtime with Kat. Yeah, I haven't had breakfast or lunch. I had coffee. And now I'm having some Diet Coke. But that's about it. Let's see. What do we want to use? I want one that has more than 3 papers in it. That one. The one I used before was called B something. B. Back to nature. Oh yeah, let's do back to nature. Share, print, and set that back to plain paper. And having salad, well, that would probably have to be my menu. Simply because I'm trying to watch my sugar intake. So I love salad, but right now I can't get my favorite salad dressing. They just keep out of stocking us. And that's not any fun. Yes, I know your ink is running low, but you got enough. Are you working, Deb? This one's going to have owls and floral, and I just think it'll be pretty. Once I get it printed. Sorry about that. Somebody else crafting along. I know Aaron's not feeling good. Deb's having lunch. Rebecca's at work. Yeah. And Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays is my work schedule. Saturdays is my late day. but at least not go in at 12:30 anymore. I used to go at 12:30 to 10. But now that I have a new helper who is much faster, I can go in at 2 and be done by 10. So it's awesome. So awesome. All right, there's one of the papers. So we are going to glue this. Hi, Carla. How are you? Are you at the 4-letter word too? I am using art glitter glue. And I'm trying not to move too fast. But Miss Els, how are you? Okay. I'm not cutting it this time. I am going to piece the other side. And I went crooked. Let's get it back up. Get it back up. Good thing I saw that before I finished putting it down. I am good, albeit slightly crazy. You missed the beginning part. I went to the post office, forgetting that the post office was closed. Then I went to Aldi's and bought, so those are going to close like that. So I don't even need to fill in this little gap. Hi, Judy. How are you? So, my phone's going to go crazy now. We're going to do the inside one now. I've got to get another paper because I printed 3 sets. So, yeah, I went to the post office and we got there and the post office was empty. And I'm like, we can do this today, Dan. And he just looks at me like I had 6 heads. And then we're both like, oh, it's Veterans Day. So, and then I did a whole live with just me, myself, and I on private. Too funny. But at least I can laugh at myself, right? So you craft the nails. My lunch. Coke Zero. Not really my lunch, but close enough. But the sad thing, Erin, is it's not the first time I've done it. So, you know. Ooh, you're painting. Nice. I love that rack that your husband built for Amy to dry her papers on. That is super cool. And the crazy thing is I could have went, you all would have never known, but I just can't keep my mouth shut. I had to tell you because I thought it was funny as I'll get out. Oh, that's no fun, burning the roof of your mouth. This glue stick it's wanting to leave little chunkies. If you heard that noise, no worries, no fears. It's just Spencer being the little terror that he is. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dehydrator. I'm like, that's a cool idea. I don't know how long it takes her to dry the papers in there, but that fan would definitely, that's cool. Yeah, supersized. I'm thinking, how can I make a smaller version? Oops, must be out of paper. Oh, no. My printer likes to tell me that my ink is running low, even when there's ink in it. Get that one with them. Just hit it and keep on going. Minimize that. You could probably sell them if you made them in little mini versions. Let's see. Let's cut about an inch of that. My printer. I'm gonna get my printer down and cut the paper. Your ink does not print like the original. What do you mean it don't print like the original? And my dog, my old dog, she's laying here on the floor beside me. She just randomly likes to bark. I don't know if she feels vibrations of something or what, because she's pretty much blind. I mean, like the colors. Yeah, the colors are never as bold unless you have a laser printer, I think. Never, never. Come up, come up, come up. Look over my husband, and he's over here. His phone's going nuts. Okay, now we need to map this. Let's see what's up next. Oh, isn't that one pretty? Loves the butterfly. I'm going to put this down, and I'm just going to trace where I need to. As soon as I find the pen. Pencil, something. There we go. There's a pencil. Hey, Lorna, long time no see. How are you, girl? So I'm going to cut this out by hand. Butter. Scanning. You scan in your sleep, girl? I saw the snow you got, the pictures. I'm like, oh, I miss snow. We didn't have any snow hardly at all last year. You think you do? I have bought so many of your kits. I'm like, oh my goodness. Who's laughing at my Carla? Yeah, is the snow still there? Tell them they're not allowed to laugh at my Carla. We have to come open up a can of whoop ass on them. Hi, Nicole. How are you? I've lost everything today. Oh, -17 this morning. Okay, well, that's a little from the chilly side. I don't know how to operate this ruler.
Very tough stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely on the cold side. Well, Nicole, I cut apart a book that would be perfect for a floral glue book. I just haven't done it. I still have the issue of what do I do with the said glue book when I'm done? I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, 40 to 50 below would definitely be cold. And it would get very old quick, but I'd still love to be where the snow is. I'm a winter girl through and through. I mean, you all make beautiful books, but or glue books, but I just don't know. I just don't know what I would do with it. I'd probably end up doing the glue book and then gluing another glue book on top of the glue book because I don't know where I did it. Is that wrong? Okay, now we got to do, so we've got the front. This will be on the front cover because the book will close like this. So now we got to do this, and then there's the inside, and my paper wanted to come up. Preparing for a tropical storm. So another one hitting Florida? Wow. Okay. Let's turn this way so we can measure this. But they went until November 30th, don't they? Okay, so we need about a 3 and an 8 wide by 8 the length of the paper. Let's see what else we got here. Kind of like that. Yeah, Brenda sounds so thrilled about more paper. More. Okay, so I can cut that off there. High winds, no fun. We had the ratio go through here a few years ago, and that's about as close as you're ever going to get to a hurricane in West Virginia, and I don't ever want to see another one. We were out of power for 10 days. Hot. It was 100 and something every day. And it was like, oh my gosh. No, not fun at all. I know during the season we couldn't sell hurricane insurance. They opened up at the end of October. Oh, it was miserable. Very miserable. No electricity. We had no water for 4 days. We have wells on our property. So my daughter, or Oliver, he learned how to pull water the old-fashioned way with a bucket from the well, so that we could have water for, bathing, and then we had bottled water to drink.
You hadn't asked them to buy out much of that.
And then the day before the water came back on, the National Guard came out and dropped off, I think it was like 8 cases of water to us. So that was, we were thankful for that, but it was a long day, a long week. We couldn't take it one day, and my brother went out. We had some generators, the only thing that saved our food. And he hooked up the one to my dad's window air conditioner, and we all piled into Dad's living room with him and was watching TV. When the electric came back on, we were all like, oh, electric. And then the cleanup started. Clean up anything, everything. We lost everything in my refrigerator. But we didn't lose anything in our freezers, which I was okay with that because, you know, the stuff in the freezer was more expensive than what was in my refrigerator. Oops. Just moved my chat. So I'll stick to the big snowstorms and the 40 below. Yeah, I think I would too. The only thing in the wintertime that really bothers me is when you get a ice storm. They're so destructive. So that kind of bugs me. And everybody at my work knows that if it gets really bad and snowy and icy, that I just won't be here because you can't get out the top of my driveway, even with 4-wheel drive sometimes. So. But I was definitely made for winter, not summer. Okay, so let's cut out this one. So right now I'm doing is matting this thing, and then we're going to put our pages together so we can sew them in the middle. Make our pockets. Yeah. It was like from mid-December through February. And then March got here and it was half the time it was snowy. But now it's like we have more of a Washington State weather. We don't get the snow like we used to. If we get out of the below the 40s, we're sometimes lucky. I know the people that freeze, they're like, that's wonderful. But for me, I like the winter. Nicole, where do you live at? It's icy and snowy here today. Hi, Tina. Okay. Thank you. I absolutely love Antique Papery. I love her style. And it seems like every time she has a sale, I splurge. Oregon, okay. I knew it was in the Pacific Northwest somewhere, but I wasn't sure exactly where. So I think I'm going to make this book, and then I'm going to fill it with some and some goodies, and then I am going to put it on my channel as a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway in quite a while. And I think it's time for one. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at like 851 the last time I looked. But This one, when I get it all finished and all the ephemera made for the inside of it, it will be a giveaway. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I can't bring my sewing machine up onto my desk. So I'm going to put this in my sewing machine and I'm just going to sew across here so that I have the stitches. Because when I fold it up, and down, I want it to be able to be stitched, okay? So I'm going to put this pretty paper here for you to look at, and I'm going to stitch this real quick. My sewing machine's right by my desk, but it would be a challenge to move it up there. And I want zigzag. One way, Kathy. Oh, shoot. Okay, scratch that for a second. My dog knocked over my, this thing. I keep my thread on a cone holder and thread it so I don't have to thread it 100 times when I run out of thread, and she knocked it over. So now I got, which is my least favorite part of sewing. Working on 100. If anybody hasn't subscribed to Crafty Junk Journals, it's my friend Rebecca that I do swaps with all the time. And she is a good crafter. She's working on her setup, so we all know how that is. You got to start somewhere, learn somehow. Oh, it'd be helpful if I wasn't half blind when I'm trying to thread the needle. Okay. Go through the hole. You have 166 subscribers and no content. You need to do some content, Carla. Not this time. No, forevermore. Anybody else to turn the camera on to do a live and you just create chaos for yourself? How I'm feeling right now. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, we got it threaded, thankfully. Whoops, there we go. Okay. So, you're in Maryland, right? That's awesome, Lorna. You girls, did you see what I did? This is supposed to fold this way. I just sat there and mounted paper to the wrong side. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna have to redo that part, but I gotta sew 2 seams right here. or 2 rows of stitching. You get the real life version with me. I mess up a lot. I'm perfectly imperfect. It's match those 2 pieces. I bought these scissors off of Amazon, and I got 2 pair for less than $5, and they're so comfortable in your hand. I am on a roll today, Rebecca. I'm not too sure where it's rolling to, but it's on a roll. Maybe I should just call and order dinner so I don't, destroy my house or something. Hi, Judy. How are you? I'm gluing out of the picture so that I don't pixelate the screen so bad. It doesn't say buffering here. Probably pixelated because I'm always pixelated. It's just the area of my home. Okay. Well, go in the space. There we go. You're good. Happened to be looking on YouTube and saw you live. Yes. I was supposed to go live last Sunday, and I changed my mind. Because, that's how we are. We change our minds. And then I was going live today, and I actually succeeded. I'm not sure how good it is or how fun it is, but I think to myself every time I go live, can't believe somebody's watching you, you crazy baboon. I'm like, get all just. I'm turning that upside down so that the words will be in the right direction when I turn the paper over. Judy, you weren't here to hear that I did a live all by myself, a private live for myself. Strings off here. Some people like them on. They kind of tend to drive me crazy, so I cut them off. Okay. So now we are going to fold the way it is. Okay, so this is your front. Then you open it, and this is front or middle in your back. So I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and I'm going to start here, and I'm going to sew all around the outside of the book. Okay, let me do that. My sewing machine is probably going to get loud when it places, scared the kitty cat. Okay. Paper pad that I'm using is from Antique, I believe from her retired collection, but I could be wrong. It's called, if I still have that up, it is called Back to Nature collection. Yeah, it's a retired collection. So now we have the front, and we'll make an embellishment that goes here. We'll have goodies that go in here. We'll stuff the goodies in there, there, and there. So now we're going to make our pages. Having a fabric journal cover onto a manila, a thin cardboard so it's not flimsy. Cool, Deb. I made, get this out of my way. I made a little, like, traveler's notebook one. Is the inside. It's sewn to a piece of paper and cardstock. And it's all blank. Well, it's just very little embellishments. I have to get it put in my Etsy shop. So I've been busy making and putting in my Etsy shop like I should. Okay, so we're going to set our cover aside and we're going to grab the rest of the paper sewing machine off. And that's a different collection. Sorry. We'll take our leftover papers here. I got to clean up as I go. I figured out that I just can't let it pile up because it makes me not want to craft. So. And out of our papers, we are going to make some pockets. So we're going to put these two together like this, and we're going to put a bead of glue. I could get my fingers to work. Right down the edge here. So I'm going to go back once all this glue dries and actually sew these together. Okay, so the first one I get it where I want it, and then I make sure I get it good and adhered. And then I'm going to flip the paper around and I'm going to do the same thing. And this book's going to have 4 of these, maybe 6. I haven't decided yet. It depends on how many I really want to fill. So once you get that done and you let it dry, you're going to fold this in half, and that's going to make one signature. Or not signature, it's all one signature. But it's one. On this one, I think we will make a top loading pocket. So this one's going to get glue down the edge here. And across here. We'll do one half down and then we'll do the other. This one, though, I'm going to take this thing here, and I'm going to make myself know that I did this to be a top loading pocket. Because the last one I did, I forgot to make myself know that it was a top loading pocket, and I glued it all shut. And then sewed the part that wasn't. Yeah. It was another one of those perfectly imperfect mess ups. Funny mess ups. Because when I got ready to stuff the pocket, I'm like, where'd my pocket go? I can't believe we've already been on here for like 51 minutes. Really? Time flies. So this one I'll sew around like this, and then it'll get folded in the middle. So there's 2. And let's see what we got here. We've got this one. Ooh, we haven't used this one. That was a pretty one. And we'll do the same here with the top side loading. The side loading pockets are easier because you can put more. Not that you can put more in it. They're more easy to, from my perspective. Somebody else may think differently, but I want to do one of these out of Lorna has a packet, a kit in her shop that is all antique wallpapers, and I think it'd be so cool to make a Happy Mail journal out of, because it's so pretty. I'm just selling your shop again. Your shop's always listed underneath my videos because I love the stuff you do. Let's see. Let's do this one. And this one. Oh, thanks. I love them, but I do think your kit with the antique wallpapers would make an amazing little booklet. Let me show you what it's going to look like. This is one I made in a tutorial the other day. This is the Christmas collection. From Antique Papery. Almost forgot her name. And yeah, well, I put it in upside down. What are you going to do? So when you open it, you have a pocket. This one I folded, so you have a side loading like pocket there. This is the one that was supposed to be the uploading or top loading pocket, but I had to turn it into a side load because, yeah, I sewed across it. Oh, I do it all the time, Another side loading, and then these ones I cut. I sewed a stitch across here, a very crooked stitch, I might say, and then you got a little side loading pocket, and then you've got a bottom loading pocket, another one that I stitched this side of that same paper, duh, Kathy. And then you got 2 side loading pockets there. Here's another one. So this one has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 6 papers. And they're all from Antique Papery. And then I'm going to make the stuff to put inside of it. So I might have a Christmas giveaway and a regular one. I don't know. We'll see how much time I have. So that's what we're doing today. That's what we're turning it into. It's a fun project to make, and you can load it down with tags, journaling cards, clusters, tuck spots, paper clips, tickets, whatever you want to do in it. This one's going to be a top loader. And it's just fun. The one I have a video up on my channel that shows the flip through of the one I made for Rebecca, that I seriously thought of making 2 of them because I absolutely fell in love with the one I made. I'm like, okay, this is not a good thing when you love your stuff you make so much. Look at yourself. Herein lies the hoarding problem that comes about for me. I just think they'd be cute little Christmas gifts, and you can make them smaller. I mean, you could take your file folder, you could cut it down, you could use cardstock, whatever, just use the same idea and make it into whatever you want. But yeah, so there, your signatures will go together. So we have 4. I need to make 2 more. And kind of want to do one. I cut a piece off of that paper. Like, why is that so short? I think I will do one. I will cut this in half and put it in there so I get a better line. So it's 8.5 by 11 papers. So I'm going to cut this by 4 1/4. Get that out of the way. It is a gorgeous kit. Her ability to make, she should be selling kits like Tim Holtz, the paper pads like Tim Holtz does. She's that good. I had to hide her for a little while because I was buying so many of them. But she has amazing prices. I mean, sometimes she has papers in there that she runs for $1, and it's crazy. Who can deny that? Not me. Okay. This one's also going to be an uploading, but I cut it in half. So one thing I did learn from the one I made from Rebecca, or for Rebecca rather, not from Rebecca, is that when you do these, you want to separate them. You don't want to have 4 split pockets together because they kind of get stuck on each other. But I made it work. I don't know, but she does. She has sales that she does so cheap, and it's like, wow. So there's that one. And we need at least 1 more. Let's do this one just slightly down, not a full tuck. I don't know how you sell that. Could sell it that cheap either, but I would think you'd have to have at least a couple dollars. But yeah, when I first found hers, I found it. They were $1 or 97 cents or something like that, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go crazy. And I did. Yeah, to each their own. And I'm not going to knock it because I love the price, but I just don't know how she makes it. Unless it's like sheer volume. I don't know. I don't know if you pay. Because I sell journals, not kits, so I'm not sure how that works. I'm glad you love it, Rebecca. I had so much fun making that journal. It was such a fun swap. You're hoarding it? Yeah. I have a couple things from yours that I'm going to my daily journal. Probably on today's page, but I think we all hoard things at some point in our life. Okay, so let's make that enter. I'm going to have to get me a little clip and clip those down. Paper clips. There's my big ones. I think if you're a paper crafter and you don't hoard something, that you're not in the normal realm of paper crafters. Kudos to you if you can do it, though. It's not in my DNA. Or everything, yeah, I hoard everything. Well, not everything. I'm doing better. I've gotten to where I can throw away little cutoffs. Just little cutoffs. Okay. 8.5 by 11 is 5.5. Where'd that pencil go? I'm going to make myself a line to follow because I'm sewing this into the book. I put my cover. I hope I'm not boring y'all, because I know I can be pretty boring sometimes. Did you just say something to me, Dan? Laura, how are you, witchy woman? Okay. So now I'm going to put this in my sewing machine and I'm going to sew it in. I'm not boring. Hi, Sandra Miranda. And I'm going to stitch it in with a long straight stitch. Okay, let me go back over here. This one will really sound loud. Oh, no, no, no. What are you?
You don't climb the screen, bud.
Okay. I keep putting my head in the picture. That's not a good thing. Okay, so I love these paper clips for holding paper down when you're sewing. So nice. Yeah, that was my sewing machine. When you put too much through it, it kind of makes that sound. I'm not very nice to it. Okay, so here we'll flip through it. I didn't mean to put two back to back, but it's okay. I've got to cut those. And see, I did all the mistakes for you, so now y'all know what not to do to make. We have the top loading, then we have our split pocket, then we have our middle pocket, and then they repeat. So now we've got to make the ephemera for the front, and I'm thinking I might get like some flowers or something. I put one of these stand up, can't see in it. Well, I've obviously moved it somewhere. I put a Thank you, Laura. It doesn't say buffering here. Is anybody else buffering? I put a big flower here, but I may put like some leaves and a rose there instead of such a bigger flower on this one. And then when I do, when I fill this, I take like, sorry for the reaching. I'm just going to borrow something out of the book that Rebecca. So like if this was going to be part of the ephemera, because I want everything to be usable. So I don't want to glue, like I'll put an embellishment on the front, but then it'll be stuffed with tags and stuff here. And then I paper clip to the main outside pockets to make those usable so it's not glued down. And I do that through the whole thing. So when you get the book, it is full of usable things. And then when you're done, you're left with the book and the pages to do whatever you want to with. You could turn them into a journal, you could redecorate them, you can do whatever, or you could take it, put your own embellishments in it, and send it on to somebody else. I think it's fun that way, you know what I mean? Because if you got all these little things, like you tuck this down here and you make a pocket, well, what if they like that? Then they got to tear the page loose. So if it's all just put on to be reused, I think there was like a couple tickets or something I put in Rebecca's that wasn't held down. That was held down. That was glued down. But you girls, I put this all together and forgot to go sew my pages. So again, you get to see all the things that you don't. Most of my journals that I sell already on them and decorated. I mean, it has a few clipped in things, but I don't over embellish. I don't want to say over embellish. Is they have permanent places in there that you can add to or whatever, so you get an idea of how to use. Your next big project is my Christmas card book. Yeah, I'm waiting to see that one. I think that's going to be cool. I like them clipped in. Thank you, Judy. Angelina Jolie. Farrington, what are you doing, girl? Excuse me. My husband just said, no, it's not hard to do. No, you don't drive me crazy with pictures. But yeah, this is the one that she made me, and it is so pretty. She's very good with dangles. I'm not so good with dangles. You're home already? And I thought you were at the 4-letter word. Hi, Rhonda. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope they get it figured out and he gets better really quickly. Yeah, girl. Hi, Deidre. But I'm going to steal some of her ideas for this book, and I'm going to make some little tabs to put in one of those little pockets. Oh, they kicked you to some belly bands and just different things that I didn't do in Rebecca's, but I'm going to try to do some into this book to give away. So I love how she labeled it. I love how the labels, that was just a very smart idea. I think they kicked me to the curb. Oh, somebody just kicked me in the rib.
My fault.
That hurt. But yeah, it's an amazing crafter. So, and I think I like, there's one thing with Antique Paperies gifts. She does a lot of her ephemera to go with it, and they always include the violins and just different little things, tickets, and just so much. Oh, I have her clusters, playing cards. This right here, I don't know where you found this at, but I love it. It is an old Tupperware label. I'm like, that's cool. Maybe I just like the old stuff too much. Bye, Miss Rhonda. You take care of yourself. That means you're leaving. Dan's back. He's slipping over here. He didn't sing "Help Me Rhonda." Help me Rhonda today.
I'll give him.
Yes, she did a beautiful job. Rebecca and I have been swapping for what, about 2 years, Rebecca? We've swapped stuff on and off. We did a tag swap. We've done ephemera swaps. We've done a journal swaps, a mini journal swap. We just had a lot of fun with it. So now to make my ephemera to go in here, but I have been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. Els is going live for her round robin. Swaps usually stress me out too, Laura, but with Rebecca, we don't put a timeline on it. We just choose what we want to do, and when we get it done, we get it done. We communicate with each other. We're just good friends. So that kind of swap does not bother me. Now, to join a swap where there's multiple people and somebody chooses my partner and I don't know them, that drives me crazy because I don't know that person's taste. I don't know if they're going to follow through on their end. I don't want to put, not to be mean or negative, I don't want to put my time and energy into something and put my all into it and then turn around and get something that has 2 little tickets in the bot in it that they pulled off a roll, didn't do anything to, and stuck down. I don't want to do that. So I just swap with those that I know are going to swap back with the same amount of care that I put into what I made them. If that's mean of me, then I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. I did a swap one time, and she was supposed to be living in Michigan, and when I got her address to mail it to her, she was living in, it wasn't Sweden. She was overseas. We were supposed to have it mailed out by November 30th because it was a Christmas swap so that everybody had it by the time Christmas was there and they could use it. And I went to the post office because I'd already said I was doing the swap. And I mailed her swap out. Now, mind you, it was supposed to be like 2 tags, a couple paper clips. It wasn't a lot. But when I mailed it out, it cost me $20-some to mail out a swap that was worth maybe $6. But I did it. And then I never got one, and I never got one. She finally mailed me hers, and I finally got it in February. Looked like it had been through a war somewhere and was the cheesiest stuff that you ever wanted to see. There was no crafting to it. It was like she went to whatever country. I can't remember what country she was in for sure, but whatever place she went to, like she went to the Dollar Tree and loaded up a bag and threw. That's not a swap. If that's the kind of stuff you're going to do, if it's a crafting swap. Now, if it's a Dollar Tree swap from a different nation or something, then yeah, by all means, but no, it was crazy. So that kind of burnt me on swaps. I did a couple with Jan, and I've done one with she used to be on YouTube. She hasn't done YouTube for a while. Kimmy Kim. So, but Rebecca and I are good. We know what we do, and we just have fun with it. We'll text each other as soon as one swap's done. Okay, what's our next one? It's fun. So I think I'm going to, in my group, there will be never any swaps, just challenges to promote our mojos, and everyone hopefully will share doing challenges. And I like doing things where you get people out of their comfort zone and show that, so that they show the work. And swaps are hard. It's just hard. Yeah, it's that I don't understand why. That's cool. That is cool, Rebecca, that you bought the Tupperware and that was in there. That's really cool. Hi, Jacqueline. So I'm going to grab some cardstock here, and we're going to make a large tag. I'll stay on just a little bit longer. I've still got my groceries to put away.
I think the cat's on speed.
And the cat's going crazy, so he's liable to jump up here at any time and get in trouble. I had cardstock out, but I don't know where I laid it at.
Bathroom, that hallway.
Okay, I laid it behind me. So we're going to cut this down. And if you guys want me to go, I'll go either way. I can stay or I can go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very hesitant to swap with people anymore. I want to do this as a pretty wide tag because I want it to go into this front pocket. Oh, I was your first swap partner. So we both lucked out right there, right? Because you're hesitant. Whatever. An easy way to get your corners to line up is just kind of fold. Don't put a crease in your paper, but fold it, and that gives you perfectly matching sides on your tags. You got a lot of schoolwork. Jacqueline, how old are you? Because if you're not over 18, I can't. No, I don't want, not to be mean or anything. I'm just not one to have someone underage in my chat. It says specifically on my videos that it's not for children, not for younger than adults. I hope it's university work. I don't mean to be negative. Thank you. I'm sorry, Jacqueline. I just can't do it. All my videos are. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies. Again, don't mean to be mean or nasty, but I just can't do it. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to tear it. I personally just don't understand. Yes, it's the COPA laws. I don't get them, and I don't want to be held liable for something that yeah, you all get it. I'm just tearing this so the torn look, and we're going to layer some stuff onto this tag. It always makes me feel awkward when I have to say awkward when I have to say something to somebody about their age in my chat. And I mean, I wouldn't let my child at 15 be in a chat. Right, they did. They made it so confusing. Okay, so now I got to cut those. What are you shutting? Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. I'll turn that upside down. So I inked up the edge of that, and this is going to be my background. You made a bad oopsie. It'll be all right, Laura. I just did too. I put glue before I inked. Turned me off my curb a little bit. So, Els, how long before you go on, hon? I know you're in a different time zone than me, so I don't want to. I want to go to your round robin. And I can't keep up with the time zones. You and Amy spout them off 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. I'm like, I don't know. About an hour, okay. Thank you. So we went to Aldi's today to go grocery shopping, and I work in a grocery store. We all know this. I work at the Pig, but the prices at the Pig can be a little high. So I have to go where I can get the most bang for my buck. So we went to Aldi's, and of course they were busy. But they had their turkey, which is the same turkey that the store I work for sells. But they had theirs for 67 cents a pound. And instead of the 88 cents a pound that ours was, then they had their butterball for 88 cents a pound, which is what our honeysuckle was. So I lugged home 2 turkeys, one for Thanksgiving, one for Christmas, because my family thinks they need turkey and ham at both meals. Another freezer. Okay, let's see. Let's print this out because we're using, I know the ink is low. Quit telling me, printer. Quit telling. I need some ribbon or something. My ribbon's here at the corner of my desk. Everybody got all quiet. So I guess I'm going to have to start putting an age restriction on my, like, 18 or older. My videos. Oh, I'm just, once I get my mind set on what I want to do, then I'm good. I can whip them out, as you say. Truth, and no one can comment on your videos. It's a catch-22. I just hate the way it all came down. So we're gonna pull this out of here. It's But if you don't, you get a kid coming in there and then YouTube comes back on you and COPA, whatever, because YouTube don't want to get in trouble for their stuff. So back to the lighter side of life. It's raining pretty good out here now. Till you had a potty mouth, till you, yeah, I can say some things I probably shouldn't. So I know Laura does 18 years or older. You have to, you can comment, but you have to be signed in to your account, and which, yeah, that to me makes sense. Yeah, it is very hard. I have things I say I shouldn't say a lot. Oh, excuse me. But I don't want to be known as a mean crafter. Put the owl there. Yep, no one is perfect. Thank God everybody realizes that. Well, most people realize that. I need a drink. What can we put behind this little... I coffee dyed some paper. And I got a couple of the edges a little crisp. Yeah, I'm not monetized either. I don't even think I'd monetize if I made it to 1,000. It'd just be nice to be able to use the community tab and that kind of thing. I have never been able to keep up with time zones. Judy, you have a great day. For me, it's not about the money. It's more about friendship. Because I have met some wonderful friends from YouTube. Ink that up. Now I'm going to glue it to this coffee dyed paper to give it a little more stability. The fact that in this community that we have so many different perspectives of junk journaling. I love that part of it. It's not all the same style. It's not all the same everything. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm back out of frame. If you come to my channel, you get ditzy because I do things. And then link to myself like you babbling baboon. Maybe that's what I should call my channel, the babbling baboon. Befuddled. I've been to a couple lives lately that the chat has just been nasty toward people, and I just left, and I will not go back to that. Will not. Okay, so we got some lace behind there. Let's see. There's no need for nasty, in my opinion. Let everybody be who they are. Yeah, I hope it's different for you this year. People definitely ruin things for people. It was somebody new. I don't even remember the channel name now. And all I did was went in. It was new to me. Okay. All I did was went in and said hello. And I stayed for probably about 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes time, I made about 2 comments, and not one person acknowledged that I was there. Not one person quit talking about total rudeness. Hi, Christina. They were just being rude and making derogatory. And I was watching the person call Sandra, peace out, folks, and left and never went back. Holding it down so that it adheres, because I used art glitter glue. Put some leaves in behind there. Can you see what I did there? I've got some stuff somewhere. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I get that sometimes chat gets, I don't like this bottom here. I don't like that it gets, when chat gets really busy and I accidentally miss some. Yeah, I like that better. I just don't understand. You know, if I miss you, that's one thing. But if I outright don't talk to you ever, and it's just, yeah, I just can't handle it. Yeah, I've done that too. Laura, and they still just act like, huh. I'm like, okay, if you're not good enough, if I'm not good enough for you to talk to, then maybe you shouldn't have a YouTube channel. Man, it's nasty. Ouch! Stuck myself with the pen. Wasn't time to check my. Sandra and I used to talk about that a lot. I've seen her in chat, and I'm trying to type, but a lot of times I lurk. I lurk because I'm trying to get stuff done, and if I get myself involved in a conversation, then I don't get done what I want to get done. So which, yeah, you make my day. One of my favorite saying is, don't let the back door hit you where the good Lord split you. Don't miss the delete when I hit it, because I'm out, y'all. Okay, so we got some stability on this. The baby wipe. While I was at Aldi's, I picked up 3 refills of baby wipes for like $3.86. They're the sensitive. The ones I'm using right now, I got during the height when you couldn't find baby wipes. And they are very very, very smelly. Okay. This is one of my favorite craft supplies ever. Liquid pearls. So now I'm going to put some liquid pearls in the corner. The swap that Rebecca and I are working on now for each other is 25 journaling cards for the 25 days of Christmas, a couple altered paper clips, some clusters, and some tags. And I'm having a ball with it. So what do you think? Since my freaking camera won't, I'm all discombobulated. And I need my Wink of Stella, and I can't find it. Thank you. So that, oops, put the lid on it, Kathy. I will, once it dries, it will slide into this pocket here on the front. But right now it's going on top of my Cricut to dry. I'm going to make something else. What time is it? I got this out of a package that someone sent me. And I've been tearing bits and pieces of it. I made, Rebecca, close your eyes. I made this cute little cluster with some of that behind it. So, yeah, the more and more I go through YouTube, the more and more select few I watch. And there's some behind that one. Actually, I've sent her a picture of these, so. Isn't he cute? This is my Christmas box where I'm putting everything that I've made and all my extra bits and pieces. I watch Els. I watch Brooke. Seems to be on during the day a lot anymore, so. And yeah, to an extent, they are territorial. They get to where they feel comfortable, I think. They find the place that is comfortable to them, and that's where they go. And when you've been treated badly by someone, it makes sense. Okay. Yes, I will have to say that I have found the welcome in this group of crafters, Els, Laura, Brooke, and Johnny, and Aaron, and Christina. Just, I can't name them all. There's so many people, but overall, this group of people has been very welcoming to everybody. And I hope that I am very welcoming to somebody. You too, Lorna. You're very welcoming. It's, but there's a select few that just aren't. We love you, Lorna. Okay, this one is going to just be a little, like, pocket when I'm done with it, or tuck spot, or nothing welcoming. You do keep the chat lively. We used to go to Natasha's lives, and quite funny in there. But she hasn't done lives for a while. When you stay focused on chat, yeah. I don't like that. Let's see. Let's have a different background. Where's my little pieces? Yeah, I'm not sure why she stopped going live, but to each their own. To each their own. I get lost in Brooke's chat. Sometimes I get lost in Elle's chat, and I'm like, what just happened? I get lost in my own chat. My husband would probably tell you I'm just lost. Yeah, I can do without the negativity.
Yeah, you can get lost this morning.
See, there he says it. I can get lost. That's true. I didn't even think about the COVID thing. Yeah.
We need that people at work.
Y'all should see my cat. My kid's cat. Spencer took over my scoreboard. It fell over, and now he's laying on it like it's his chair.
Taking a nap.
On live? I haven't seen her on live, but I know she's been doing videos, which is probably less time consuming, being that her lives sometimes would be 4 or 5 hours. Okay, where'd my token go? I need to get me some lunch. Yeah, it does. It gets keep up with everybody. If I tried to watch one video from every person every day, I'd never get out of my chair. It was, that's just too much. I can't sit in my chair all the time. You peeked. Oh, well. It's not like we have many secrets there, Rebecca. We're always doing something, and it's like sneak peek, sneak peek. A little smaller of this. I can't. Her and I both were like, can't hold a secret for nothing. All right, Lorna, I'm going to get off here shortly so I can get some food before Elle starts with her today. Get my groceries put away. No, Rebecca, it wasn't somebody that was in the junk journal thing on your post, if that's what you're talking about. It was somebody else that was mean to a different Rebecca. Was rude to a different Rebecca. So there's so many Rebeccas in this group. That's like Laura's, Rebecca's. I can't think. There's another one that's got, there's a lot of the same name. So Carla's. So, anywho, I think I can't concentrate anymore because my stomach is literally growling. So, is Elle here? Oh, Elle's here. How are you, woman? Are you home from work? Yeah, I came on. Go back and watch the beginning. I came on after spending almost 15 minutes or so live, wondering where all my peeps were. After going to the post office and then realizing that the post office, yeah, it's been a crazy day. But we made this. And
it's actually been fairly normal.
this journal will be filled with goodies. And it will be a giveaway on my channel once I complete it. All the pockets and all the ephemera. Ooh, days off and working in your craft room all day. Yay! That's fun. Getting caught up. Yes, I love Elle's videos. I don't always get to comment because sometimes I watch them at work when I'm at lunch. And even when I'm at lunch, those people don't leave me alone. Like, this isn't scanning. This isn't right. I need a tag. I need a sign. I'm like, out to lunch. But I've been working in my day. Yeah, we would be lost without Elle videos. We would totally be lost. So anyway, I'm going to sign off here. Els will be live with her round robin here in a little bit. Check it out. And I will see you all hopefully next Wednesday. I'm going to try to do some Wednesday lives. So have fun. Have a great day. And I will see you next time around. Bye.